So for us, it's going to be an interesting year. So we lost 6 starters, starting goalkeeper, 3 out of our 4 leading goal scorers. So we have a lot of talent, I feel, but we have a lot of we don't have the experience necessarily. The year before I got here, only 1 player graduated. So that team, that group that graduated last year, brought a lot of experience and maturity. So I think this year our biggest goal is to find that experience quickly. We have the talent, but they have to find a way to do it in a game situation. And a lot of them don't have a whole lot of official games under their belt yet. But I'm excited about our team. I think our chemistry is outstanding. I think the way they train, the way they treat each other, the way they represent themselves in the community is all pretty special thing to be a part of. We have a lot of local kids, a lot of New Mexicans that'll be starting, which is something that I'm proud of. So it'll be a year that I don't quite know what we're getting ourselves into yet. I think we could be very good, and I think we could, have to grind our way through a lot. But we open with Texas Tech and with Cal, who are both currently top 15 teams in the country. So it's going to be trial by fire. We're going to find out real quickly who we are and what we're made of. But we're kind of viewing right now our non-conference schedule as more of a kind of a preseason, not preseason, but really get ready and get experience, and hopefully we can go into conference and finish that off a little bit better than we did last year. So.
Is this more your team now?
I mean, I truthfully, I felt a lot of ownership on the team last year. I just think anytime that you put your heart into something, you're either all in or you're out, and I feel very all in with this program. But I would say I know these players a lot better now, and I think they know me a lot better now, and so I think there's a lot less unsaid. I don't think there's any. Last year, sort of, well, we used to do it this way, and I don't think there is that anymore. I think they have a pretty good understanding of what's expected of them, and additionally, I think they reciprocate that. They give us exactly what we're looking for. So, yeah, I do think in general it's probably a smoother running system right now.
Still have a pretty good core coming back. What do you think the identity of this team is coming into 2016?
I think that's what I don't know. I know what our identity is off the field, and that's something that I think we're really proud of, is the character of this team, and just how they hold themselves, how they represent themselves, the way they speak in public, just who they are. And we take a lot of pride in that, because to us that's a bigger deal than what they do on the field. But I think we could be incredibly good, and we play really good soccer. We try to keep the ball now. We're not just, I think last year at times we became a little bit direct, and we're not doing that anymore. We have a system and a style, and I think they feel pretty bought into that. So I think for us, our identity will be more developed after these next couple games, and we kind of see how we're going to do under pressure.
Gotta ask, how's the experience in Rio? How was it working with USA Soccer?
It's incredible. I mean, to me it's a pinnacle. Everybody wants to be at the highest level of what they do, and to get the experience to go be on an Olympic stage and to see those kind of athletes, and not just the soccer, but the track, the swimming, and just the camaraderie of the countries and how those teams work together, and then just to see the elite performance, to see people run that fast and to see athletes perform that well, it's kind of awe-inspiring, truthfully. So it makes me want to be better. It makes me want to come back and give them more and try and replicate that opportunity for them and treat them like professionals. So it was incredible.
Were you surprised by the loss?
Very, yeah, very. But that's soccer. Soccer's kind of a cruel game. I mean, Sweden, just in the semifinals yesterday, was outshot 22-6 by Brazil, and they advanced some penalty kicks. So sometimes the soccer gods are smiling on you, and they might be smiling on probably the Viking gods are smiling on Sweden a little bit. But it's just the game, and our women's national team has been so good for so long. It's always shocking when you see something like that happen. But if you watch that game, we were better and couldn't quite finish it. So that's the game, sadly. But yeah, it hurt a lot.
Are you okay with the way a game of that magnitude ends on penalty kicks?
I wish there was a better way to end it, but I don't know what it is. So until you find a way that, you can solve that problem, then penalty kicks is part of it. So I always feel like if you go into the game knowing what the rules are, then you can't complain about them afterwards when they don't go your way. But no, I don't like penalties a whole lot.
So you touched on how you want to come back and, play harder, but what else can you bring back from Rio and, translate it here? What else in coaching and, coming into the season?
There's a lot of things. I think just the level of soccer and the tactics and one of my big roles was to scout, to see how the best teams in the world defend, how they attack, how they transition, what they do differently. And everyone's completely different. Soccer's really a chess match. And so I feel like I've come back with a ton of knowledge that I can pass on to my team. And, now it's my job to be able to do that. But that's a big part of it, the tactics, just the level of it. But I also think the professionalism of it, how those athletes treat themselves, how everything they do is to actually get better, and just the expectations and demands that are put on you at that level. I think that we can increase that here. I think we need to bring more as a staff and have them bring more as players. But yeah, I just think anytime you see a higher level, your job is to try and steal some of that.
Yeah, about the competition that's going on in your team, is there certain spots that are more competitive that you still haven't decided on, or there's spots that you feel pretty good at?
I would say we probably think of our 11 starters, I think we feel really comfortable with 8. I think the rest of them are a strong competition right now, which I love, because I think when you have 11 starters and you go, okay, this is easy, then I don't think the practice environment is right. I mean, I think it's a good thing to be on your toes and to feel like somebody's challenging you, pushes you. So I think there's 8 positions that we go, okay, these kids have that locked in and it's pretty much theirs, and then I think the rest of them, I don't know yet, but that's the fun part. And I also think the cool part about that is that we have different players that play different positions that bring different skill sets. So when we go play Texas Tech and they're really good, we have more defensive-minded players that can come in and do a job. And when we play other teams, we need more offensive-minded players. We have those too. But I think all those kids feel comfortable jumping in different positions and contributing. So yeah, no, we're not set yet.
Is the system such that you can make those changes almost on the fly if you have to?
I feel so, yeah. I mean, that'd probably be a good question for the players, but we've worked really hard to discuss different systems and the why of soccer, not just do this, but why are you doing this, and how do we shut down teams that are, dominating a game? How do we transition? And I feel like this year we can do that. We just discussed it, actually. I feel like this year we can say, I can stand up and say, adjust our line of confrontation, switch what we're doing, try a different formation, and I think these guys will get that quickly.
At keeper, is that one of the competitive spots?
We have 4 players trying for 1 spot, and it's they're all very, very good at their own thing. So I think, again, it's a battle right now. We don't have a 100% keeper right now. And when you have to replace Cassie, that's hard to do. She was so good here for so long, so they've got big shoes to fill.
And as far as the senior leadership, what do you have with
Incredible. Yep, incredible. Those kids are our senior class is just unreal. But it's just, to me, again, it's the standard they hold off the field. And the way they've brought in the new freshmen and welcomed them into our program, and the way that they serve as leaders. They don't just expect things of people and demand it of them, but they serve, and they show them that this is our style and this is how we do things here. So our seniors are unreal.
And Texas Tech in particular, what do they pose?
They're a tough one for us. I mean, they were Sweet 16 last year, and they lost on kind of a last-second goal. They were a very, very good team last year. So they're one of their players, Janine Becky, has been the leading goal scorer for Canada in the Olympics, and she's gone, so that's a bonus. But they have a consistently top 10 recruiting class, and they built a program over there that's difficult to play. But saying that, every time we play them, we give them a great game. We lost really late in the game last year, what we thought was kind of a hard-fought battle. We beat them the spring before, but we go there certainly the underdogs, but we're ready to fight.